Man, I don't know what it is lately, but I've been doing some serious shape-shifting before writing. Who do I want to become? Oh, it's never an author, an actor, or a musician. That's not what I mean when I say who do I want to become. The question is, who in me wants to be heard? Don't even think about bringing up politics. Not my source of flow. It's almost like a sport, except politics don't have 4 quarters and then we all go home. And as of late, if politics were a game of baseball, we'd barely make it to the 7th inning due to an infield brawl. Shape-shifting. My God, we do it all. Getting control of your shape-shifting can be a hassle. Until we take note of who and what is keeping a firm grip on the mindset, we just label it, I'm just in another mood. You got to look beyond the mental takeover. What's triggering you? More importantly, who is reshaping the image you wish to put on display? Getting to know your entire self always seems to be that one thing that the older generation does. Well, if that's true, when does all of that begin? At what age? I started daily writing at 34. Everything else was poetry. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. And I'm trying to be honest with you here. When does that one place where you start to accept you as you take place? At what age do you have to be? The daily writing started at 34. I wrote poetry every day before that, which if you go back and you read the poetry, it's no different than the daily writing. It's all done in chronological experiences as well. And that's what's fun about being a writer, is that you can document what somebody else will one day read. And you're going, how dare you do that? I don't ever want anybody to know what I was thinking. Why not? Why not? It's you. My God, you could be the greatest gift to them. You could be the needle in the haystack. This is the Daily Mess. Developing. Constantly developing. Are you in the same boat? Just constantly. I'm going to develop this. I'm going to do this. I know I'm going through the process, but I got to develop something. I'm trying. I got this idea. I'm going to run with it. Gotta develop it. But is there too much thinking? Research shows that thinking too much really does. It can injure you. And the reason why is because we're spending too much time in the past and future. Overthinking is actually connected to anxiety and or depression. But we got to break that down now, okay? If it's connected to anxiety and depression, overthinking, okay? Breaking that down, that paints a better picture of the creative mind. Most people in music, acting, and or comedy, they'll tell you that their worlds are created because they're filled with anxiety or they come from depression. But is it part of being an overthinker? Now, because I'm blessed to speak with many people of fame in the entertainment business, you know that the creative being inside of myself is going to start asking a new layer of questions because I want to do my own writer's research. My goal has always been to connect the dots. Now, see, in martial arts, we are trained to be greater on the mat by watching off the mat. I want to say that one more time because I want you to picture that and I want you to plant that inside your heart. In martial arts, we are trained to be greater on the mat by watching off the mat. And here's the reason why. You see a lot of yourself in others. So when I say that I want to talk to the other people of fame and creativity, and I want to ask them, is your fame connected because you're always constantly developing? And if you're constantly developing, are you overthinking? And are you overthinking because of anxiety and depression? Breaking it down, understanding. And how and why would I bring that up? Because I'm off the mat. And I'm looking at those who are on the mat. And that's what I would like for you to try to do sometime in your life, is step off the mat and look at everybody else around you and what they're doing on the mat. Because who you are is what they're doing. And you can spot little mistakes in what they're doing and see them in yourself. So get off the mat and look at who's on the mat. Don't overthink it, because we already know that it's connected to anxiety and depression. And if we have to calm that down so that we can break through this mountain, get off the mat and look at those on the mat. I'm Arrow, and that's The Daily Mess.